Welcome back to the Goon multiplayer spectacular. Currently, Yukitsu as the Kamakura Minamoto is playing Sydin as the Koda Fujiwara, and as you can see, Yukitsu has bought all the bow levy and some firebomb throwers in addition to his warrior monk hero. Now, you may be noticing that the map is not the standard tiebreaker map, and that is because both players decided that since there was no tiebreaker to break, Sydin is already relegated to the losers bracket, then they could play on another map, and that's perfectly fine by me because it stops the tiebreaker map from getting a bit stale. So, Sydin, on the other hand, has bought 3 Naginata warrior monks on the flank, 2 foot Sams, and some 2 Nagi Levy and 2 Sword Attendant and his Tetsubos on the right flank here. So currently there's just a bit of skirmishing in the middle, and it's going to be a big, long front fight. Now Sydin will demonstrate that he's learned a lot from Yukitsu with respect to how to deal with a large number of enemy troops, and so we should have quite the match. Now, the foot samurai, you probably don't want them fighting this many bow levy because the bow levy, they take a long time to do damage, but they're quite cost effective for the damage they do. So they do very low damage. They're whittling down the foot sam, considering that there's 4 of them shooting and they've blown all their fire arrows, so their kill rate will drop substantially. But you probably don't want that. Nevertheless, he doesn't have too many options. Now, Sydin's still deploying his troops in big blocks, and that's not really the best idea. And you'll notice he's brought his levy round this side of the building rather than bringing them around here. If he'd brought them around the right-hand side of the building, he'd be smashing into the flank of these levy and into the rear of these bows, and it'd basically be almost over before it would have begun. The forces would have been rolled up like a carpet. So over on this side here, we can see that there's a nice big fight going, and the fire arrows have set some of the buildings on fire, and the Nagi monks going to stop the workshop capture, and once again, 2 monks caught on the corner here, and that's going to be a grind fight. He won't be able to take advantage of the numbers he has. If he brought them around here, like that, so they were coming in, it would be significantly better. The firebomb throwers would be quite dangerous to anything except for monks, but the high morale of monks means that they really don't mind too much with the firebombs being thrown at them, provided that you are having your flanks covered and there's suitable numbers left. So the fight is well and truly joined in the center here, with a nice big grind fight going on. The foot samurai have been deployed to fight the Naginata levy, and it's a sensible choice given that the Naginata levy have particularly poor combat statistics and should be routed fairly quickly. As you can see, they've immediately shattered, which now puts a lot of pressure on even these inspired and rallied Naginata levy. Decided they don't want to have a bar of it. So this center point here is collapsing, and Yukitsu is looking in real trouble. Now, he's brought some Naginata levy around from the flank, which is a great play, what I suggested Sydin should probably have done, but Sydin's got enough troops spare that he's able to dispatch a unit of levy of his own to catch these guys. Now, Yukitsu's dropped his general into standard fight. It's the best possible move he's got because he really needs his troops to hang around for as long as possible. And I'd say, given the fact that Sydin has some beat-up guys of his own, he should probably be dropping his general into standard fight around here too, just to keep everyone on the level. But we'll see how that turns out. These bow levy have decided they've had enough, and they've shattered, so there's really not too much left. While Sydin's forces are all quite tired, he has the numbers advantage and he has a quality advantage, so he should be alright. He's trading shots with these bow levy, with his general, and that's fine. There's nothing really wrong with that. They're probably better off dismounted if you're going to do that. And in fact, he has done so, dropping them into standard fight. And we can see that these monks over on this flank are just grinding through. There's really nothing that these bow levy can do because he's failed to secure the workshop and he's failed to secure the sword dojo, and so there's just really no amount of levy without general support that are going to hold back these guys. They're just going to clean up that flank completely. Now, Yukitsu's warrior monk hero and his general are holding on quite well. They're definitely going to beat the crap out of the levy, but the Tetsubos are in there and they're doing good things. It's the first time, well, technically it's the second time we've seen the Tetsubos being used effectively, and they really do amazing damage when given the opportunity. They're absolutely the best. If you can get them into a general bodyguard, it doesn't really matter what else gets thrown in. If they get to the general first, that general is dead. There's nothing you can do about it. He will just simply be obliterated. The left flank here, completely collapsed. These levy are gone. Sword attendants Nagi Levy are going to come through and fold up. The right flank, just some bow levy, not going to hold against multiple regiments of warrior monks. And there's really no hope for Yukitsu here. So I would say Sydin is absolutely going to take this, but it's important to remember Yukitsu was just doing this for a bit of fun. He wanted to try out a totally new army style. He's had some people bring full numbers of levy against him before, and he wanted to see if he could make it work. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work without multiple generals like you can have in the base game, but nevertheless, it would probably have worked quite well against a less skilled opponent. It was certainly a fun battle, and it's always nice to see huge numbers of troops on the field. And, well, I don't know if anyone can stop Yukitsu at the moment. It's definitely going to be a David versus Goliath battle for the rest of this tournament. Hope you enjoyed watching it, everyone, and I'll see you next time.